Fantastic victory for Arsenal here at Hull. You can see them just packing away there. And you got to say, Arsenal 100% deserved to win the game. Totally dominated the game from start to finish, even before Hull went down to 10 men. I mean, Arsenal were all over them. I'm not sure what tactics Hull were trying to employ. They were just deep, and Arsenal just absolutely destroyed them. 4-1, and I think a deserved 4-1, could have been even more. Let's get into the player ratings. In goal, Petr Cech. He didn't have much to do. I can't even really blame him for the penalty, because I think that was a terrible pass or terrible defending by Arsenal. The one time really where they defended badly, which left him exposed. He wasn't able to save the penalty, but decent game enough by Cech. 6 out of 10. At right back, Hector Bellerin, he was okay today without being spectacular. Didn't really see many of his sort of trademark runs, but a decent enough performance by him. 6 out of 10 for Hector Bellerin. Mustafi, I thought today, had a really, really good game. This guy is going to be a top player for Arsenal, without a doubt. Couple of times he was a little bit rash, but made some great tackles, was good in the air, really combative. 7 out of 10 for Mustafi. Laurent Koscielny next to him again, didn't put a foot wrong today. Ultra solid. 7 out of 10 for Koscielny as well. On the left-hand side, Monreal, again, another decent performance by Monreal. Yet again, didn't really do much wrong. I couldn't really see who was at fault for their goal, you know, conceding that penalty. But I'm going to give Monreal a 7 out of 10. Sitting just in front of them, Francis Coquelin today, I thought was absolutely superb. But, you know, nothing got past him. He made some good interceptions. He was dynamic. If he could only shoot like Granit Xhaka, what a player he'd be. But listen, a really solid performance by him. 7 out of 10, I thought, for Francis Coquelin. Next to him, Santi Cazorla. 6 out of 10 for Santi. Decent enough game. It was the usual Santi. He was running the midfield. But then, when he got that yellow card, I know it kind of knocked his performance. He was sort of living on the edge for a lot of time in the game, which meant his performance dropped a little bit, but still a good performance by him. And why didn't he take the penalty? He should have been assertive and said, I'm having that. But 6 out of 10 for Santi Cazorla. Mesut Ozil today again, I don't know what to say. He was a bit quiet with his high standards. Still, you know, was very creative, still, you know, but a lot of his balls weren't, I don't know, we still haven't seen the Mesut Ozil of last season yet, but he was coming back to his best today. 6 out of 10 for Mesut Ozil. Over on the wings, I thought the two wingers today were excellent. First of all, starting off with Alex Iwobi, absolutely brilliant for me today. This kid, I mean, he's what, 20 years old, Nigerian international. What must England be saying to himself? We should have got this kid for England. He's going to be one of the stars of this Arsenal team and the Premier League. I thought today, the man of the match for Arsenal, 8 out of 10 for Alex Iwobi. And on the other side, just pipping Alex Iwobi, or should I say Alex Iwobi just pipped him, and that was Theo Walcott. I thought again today, brilliant play by him. He had an effect on everything that happened. I'm making Iwobi the man in the match with 8 out of 10, but I'm also going to give Theo 8 out of 10 today, because I thought he was excellent. Great goal as well. 8 out of 10 for Theo. Up front, Alexis Sanchez, I'm going to give him 7. Listen, he played really well, but he did miss that penalty. Why was he taking that penalty? And again, I'm still not sold on him being a striker. He still comes deep too often. He wants the ball, and that's because that's his game. He's not a centre forward, but 7 out of 10. Goal again today for Alexis. Great finish, and he always has an effect on the game. He's just a world-class player. The players that came off of the bench, Mohamed El Neni didn't have much time to do anything in the game, but what he had to do, he did good enough. 5 out of 10 for him. Also, Perez came on, didn't have hardly any time to affect the game. Only a couple of touches. 5 out of 10 for Perez. But Granit Xhaka, for that goal, even though he hardly had any time on the pitch, for that strike, let's hope we see a lot more of that from Granit Xhaka. That's what we need. When that ball falls out there sometimes to them sort of players, hit it. And what a beautiful strike it was. 7 out of 10 for Granit Xhaka. The manager today, I'm going to give him an 8 as well. Everyone was there moaning about the team selection. He got it right. If we've come away from home and we've beaten them 4-1, he got it right. You can't slate the manager, as far as I'm concerned, if we've scored 4 goals away at a place that Nobody scored that amount of goals here recently. You know, they beat Leicester. United had to beat them in the last minute. I think today the manager got the team selection right, even though I didn't agree with it, but he got it right. So I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. And the fans today, I thought, were absolutely magnificent. Right from the first whistle, they were superb. 9 out of 10 for the fans today. They were the 12th man. So great victory away here at Hull. Seems to be a great stomping ground for us. We move on to Nottingham Forest on Tuesday. Let's hope we do better in the League Cup than we did last year when we went away to Sheffield Wednesday. And it's a big one next week, Chelsea. And by the way, just before I go, I've got a book to give away. It's The Deal by John Smith, the super agent that we interviewed a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to give that away to one lucky person who leaves a comment. I want to know your man of the match, and I also want to know your player ratings. I'm going to pick one at random and give away that excellent book that's been signed by John Smith. It's worth a lot of money, so make sure you enter the competition. But fantastic performance by Arsenal.
I want to win, blood. And today it was a great performance from the team. You know what I mean? I don't agree with the selections that he made, but we got the 3 points. That's the main thing. Let's go on to Chelsea now. Let's smack up these ham rolls.